Good morning, welcome to a glorious late autumn Friday here on the Gold Coast. Looking spectacular. Conditions are as good as they get today, just perfect. Nice light sea breeze and the waters are just a beautiful colour. This time of year we get these type of conditions, so it's really nice to be up here enjoying it. There you go, that's what's in front of me, the incredible skyline of the Gold Coast. So it's just a fantastic day to be out here amongst it, just sitting here at just under 500 feet as I track north. Three massive big high-rises going up there. That's going to take a few more years to build that one. It's a humongous development. Coming up the Surfers Paradise, these huge high-rises. Now I was steeling myself today to try and do a flight up above them, but as I get closer to them, this feeling of vertigo starts to come over me. So we'll see how we go. I'm sort of comfortable sitting at this height. The closer I go, though, the more scared I become. The big one here on the left, you'll see in a moment, is Q1, and there's another big one there called the Soul. They're 80 and 77 stories respectively. Amazing to be flying close to the buildings like this. Been doing it for years, been posting photos and videos of this, but I never get sick and tired of this. It's incredible. I got a helicopter over to my east here as I go past the Soul. So that one's 77 stories. So I've just had that helicopter go by, and they're paying big dollars for a tourist ride. Good on them. And I'm paying whatever a tank of fuel costs and a bit of oil. Perfect. I can see another aircraft coming, the float plane. So it is, it's thick. Days like today where the weather's really nice, you're going to get a whole lot of air traffic. I generally just fly along the water's edge here, just over the water, just off the beach, because other aircraft generally fly over the water more so. The only aircraft that I see generally fly along the beach are either the Lifesaver helicopter, Westpac, sometimes military helicopters, military jets. Now you can see there why it gets its name Narrowneck. There's the Nerang River there, snakes in right behind this narrow strip of land. It's quite prone to erosion. And this here area here to my left is where they have the car race every year, formerly the Indy, and now it's the V8 supercars. This is sort of pretty much where the high rises stop, as you can see, and then we've got the tourist theme park. There's a few cars there, pretty quiet. I mean, it's a sleepy non-school holiday day, so I wouldn't expect it to be too busy down there. I think that's the dolphin show down there happening as we speak. Might get a little glimpse there. Doesn't look like it's started yet. It's not quite. They get quite full, those shows, and I can see a few dolphin just swimming around in those beautiful clear ponds. Right, I'm just going to go down a bit lower here to get. Now, if I plough in here, there's a major issue because I'm going to get a pole up my arse. It's never happened before, I promise. Never happened before, I promise. Just sitting here above 300 centimetres. Beautiful. Incredibly beautiful and totally deserted. Just me and my thoughts and my magical flying machine. I'm flying the two steering system here. I've got the brake toggles and the tip steering toggles. I'll just park those brakes for a moment. I generally just cruise along. I don't do a lot of throwing the glider around or anything like that, so I like to just grab the tip steering for minor course adjustments, and it just pulls down that outer tip there. But if I want a little bit more authority, I can certainly grab both brake and the tip steering for a tighter turn. So in conjunction, it's quite good. But as I said, I like to just park the brakes generally. I'm just cruising here right now. No need to get too funky. And same steel, just the result's the same ultimately. It's just there's less deflection of the middle part of the glider. It's just the tip that gets deflected, and that's enough for me to change my course as I head along the beach here. Now, unlike the main brakes, you can pull a fair bit of tip steering brake because it's only pulling that it's not pulling the lifty part of the wing. It's only pulling that outer edge. And I'll just pull down here now as I turn around and head back to the north. Just let that back up. A little bit of low stuff. Just brought you in a little bit closer, a little bit more intimate. Alright, what's the ground speed? 43, so I think a tiny little headwind. Certainly feels, when you're down low like this, it feels more like a tailwind because the ground's rocketing by. I just got my left foot down there now as a little bit of a height gauge. I used to do a whole lot of foot dragging, but it's just I've got these carbon E-prop running, these carbon E-props now, and I don't want to have to continually fix them and work on them, so better off just staying above the sand. I mean, I fly the coast a lot, obviously, and even on salty days in the air, you know, those propellers do get caked in salt spray and gunk, so over time there'll be some maintenance that you'll have to do to them, but certainly if you can avoid the heavy stuff like the foot dragging. I've been flying for this is the 11th year I've been paramotoring this year, and pretty much I've just loved it the whole time. The last year or so I've just got fully into it again. It took probably a year or so, year and a half of still flying from time to time, but not getting the same buzz that I used to, and that's come back to me now, and just loving it. And I think it coincides for me when I'm able to get up here on nice days like today and get some vision, get some footage to share, not only for my own benefit to relive a lot of this stuff, but also to share with you guys. I really do enjoy bringing it to you, and if one thing I'm guilty of, it's probably not doing it enough, because I pretty much film 90% of my flights in some capacity, whether it's be like this, cruising along these dunes down low with the gimbal, or going up higher with my bigger camera and filming other pilots. Okay, if I have an engine issue here, I'm probably getting a little bit wet, but I'm down pretty low. There's big sand spits here at the moment, so yes, if I just follow the water line, I got sand to land on here. No one to bother over here, no one at all. You get the odd beach walker, the odd car, but all the activities here 15 kilometres ahead of me up in Surfers Paradise. Just add a bit of power there, got a little bit low, pop a little bit of brake. 10 feet above the beautiful sands here of South Stradbroke Island. Tide's going out, so everything's perfect. I just go up to the dunes here, see what it's like as I get close to these dunes. There'll be a tiny bit of lift. It's a little bit of soaring here. I can see the spinifex grass moving, so it's getting some lift. I'll just go to a little bit of brake here. Certainly I've got a little bit of tailwind here at the moment, so I'm going, my ground speed's quite fast. Thank you for watching, hope you enjoyed it, and hope you have a wonderful day. See you later.